Hi, Joe Cerrone.
And on Roseanne.
Welcome to CAD 116 in our weekly Zoom meeting. Alrighty, so as we look at completing the course, we have our final exam available. That's available today, and it's using the Honor Lock system. And it's just the multiple choice part of the exam. Essentially, you want to verify everybody is who they say they are. We don't have to make a huge deal out of it, but you will need to use the Honor Lock system. I think everybody's pretty familiar with that. And when you do, what you'll do is you'll select quizzes and exams. And then there is a practice final exam that you can take. We highly recommend you take that. You can take that as many times as you like before the exam. And then the final exam, it's in here. There's a few different ones in here. Let me go to a student view, and that way we'll just make sure it's right. Whoops, quizzes and exams. And here's our final exam. I put a little X on it because we had a couple of them that were popping up. And so take the final exam. You'll need to use the Honor Lock system for that. And the details for that are the test goes through the chapters that we've covered, and it's the multiple choice questions. It's not a bad idea to take a look at some of your quizzes and exams. And so that test is available now, and it's due next week at 11:30 p.m. on the 12th. The second part is the hands-on exam. If we click on that, it'll take you to the content section. And sometimes the links in the main splash page, if they do give you an error, go to the content section, because sometimes the links will direct you to a different class. And if you're not in that class, it gives you an error. So we're straightening that out, but the content section always works. And let me get rid of, well, actually we're in student view, so I won't be able to get rid of anything. But you can choose either the mechanical exam or the architectural exam. The drawings themselves are right here. And so if I click on this, it's the mechanical. You can download and print that. Here's the B-size title block for the mechanical exam. If I download that, open it, you'll get an empty title block. And let's see if I can figure out how to get back here. Hey, getting better at it, 12 weeks later. And then the architectural part of the exam is right here. It's a foundation plan. It's this little house, 34 by 26. I think a lot of us are familiar with that style. I had one of those back in Mount Prospect. And you'll use the architectural title block for that. So the hands-on part of the exam does not need to be done with Honor Lock. You can do that just like you're doing the other quizzes and assignments. And that's basically the final exam. As far as how many modules we covered up to chapter 10 or module 10, chapter 24, blocks and block references, where we did this computer lab that we had to go through and reconfigure to socially distance. And I think people are doing just fine with those assignments. As we wrap things up, keep an eye on the calendar. Next week, everything is due, everything is done. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to instant message us. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. So that's your weekly Zoom meeting. Al, let me know if there's anything else I need to cover.
Oh, fantastic, sir.
All righty, so I'm going to stop the recording, open things up for questions, and